Mid-2026 was supposed to be the moment software outgrew its limits. Instead of an endless digital horizon, the AI industry ran headfirst into a wall. OpenAI illustrates the deadlock. They recently unveiled 3 models, GPT-5.6 Sol, Terra, and Luna, which represent the most capable systems ever built. Yet almost no one outside their inner circle can actually use them. Major tech conglomerates are now rationing their internal resources. Google recently capped Meta's access to its Gemini models because the raw demand for processing power simply outpaced what Google's servers could physically provide. The tech industry has spent decades selling the idea that software scales infinitely. Right now, artificial intelligence is proving that code is ultimately bound by concrete physical limits. The friction is getting so severe that even the people building these systems are pulling back. Tech workers, the earliest and heaviest adopters, are now actively trying to minimize their AI use to avoid constant throttling and server wait times. Every prompt, every generated video, and every data query comes down to one absolute constraint: compute capacity. This is the total available processing power on global servers, and demand is currently crushing the supply. The software competition has stalled. Strategy now centers on securing the physical fuel required to keep those algorithms running. Silicon is the ultimate choke point. To bypass supply chains, companies are designing custom architecture. OpenAI and Broadcom are manufacturing the Jalapeno AI inference chip. Meanwhile, IBM hit a sub-1 nanometer milestone, shrinking transistors to squeeze every drop of efficiency from the silicon. Software innovation alone is no longer enough to win the market. The companies that dominate the next decade will be the ones that can successfully manipulate the physical laws of these microscopic grids. A microchip is useless without power. Multiplied by millions, the energy requirement outstrips local servers and strains national power grids. Building facilities to house networks requires massive capital, like Amazon pouring an additional $13 billion into expanding physical data centers in India. Finding that cash requires brutal trade-offs. Oracle recently laid off 21,000 employees, explicitly shedding human capital to free up the budget needed for these heavy hardware investments. Even established giants are struggling. Alphabet has seen its stock tumble as top AI researchers exit the company, driven away by internal resource battles and retention issues linked to hardware constraints. These multi-billion-dollar capital investments require immediate cash. When companies choose to cut tens of thousands of jobs or let talent flee rather than pause hardware expansion, they are signaling that traditional tech operations are secondary to the infrastructure race. If raw materials and power grids form the physical ceiling, government regulation creates the geographic walls. Compute power is increasingly being tightly controlled and drawn around borders. When Anthropic developed their Fable 5 and Mythos 5 models, they couldn't simply deploy them globally. US export restrictions choked their rollout, holding back international access until regulations were eventually eased. That regulatory friction leaves a vacuum in the market. China recently released GLM 5.2, a highly capable open-weight model that immediately gained traction among developers, right in the middle of Silicon Valley. Processing power is now treated as a weaponized national resource. Because it is highly restricted and heavily monitored, engineers are rethinking how their systems operate to survive in a segmented global market. The answer to server caps and trade embargoes is efficiency. The industry is moving away from the heavy, bandwidth-intensive method of constantly prompting centralized megamodels for every single task. Engineers are shifting towards agent loops. These are small, autonomous software systems that are given a goal and then run in continuous, self-correcting cycles without needing a human to keep clicking generate. By breaking tasks down into localized, autonomous loops, developers achieve results using a fraction of the raw compute power. Sakana's new AI agent, Fugu, was built explicitly for this, orchestrating tasks efficiently enough to navigate right around international export controls. This shift alters the fundamental role of the software engineer.
As AWS executive Jeff Barr points out, developers are spending less time writing code and more time acting as managers, orchestrating fleets of these independent AI agents to do the heavy lifting. Autonomous digital workers are finally viable, but they remain tethered to reality. The victors of this economy will not just be the ones writing the cleverest software. They will be the ones who manage to secure the land, the power lines, and the raw physical materials to turn those models on.